Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have episode 2 of San Jose State Spartans. We ended off on the training, and you guys saw majority of the team. I don't think that really mattered all that much, because the team is, well, it's not very good. I'm going to be honest. We have so many fucking freshmen starting, we're going to get rattled anytime we're on the road. Good thing is, we have fucking 7 home games out of our fucking 12. So, everybody we're playing, we had scheduled except for Marshall. It wanted me to go up against fucking... Who did it want me to go up against? Because it was scheduled in this week. They wanted me to go up against Georgia Tech, and I'm like, no thank you. That seems like a fucking terrible decision. So I switched it to Marshall because they were available, so I switched it to Marshall. North Texas and Arizona, they were in different weeks. They were here and here. And I figured with them being low enough overalls, them being ranked, we have a chance to go kind of show what we're about. Granted, it's probably not going to end well. I'm going to be honest, this defense is so fucking bad. This might be the worst defense I've ever played with. Recruiting, I already got kind of set up. I just need to scout everybody at this point. So that's not that big of a deal. But I went ahead, redshirted guys, got jersey numbers changed, got some equipment changed out too. So this is what the depth chart is going to look like. We're going to go with Freeman to start. Myers being the backup, Novich being the third string, and then we have Gillette and Spillman if we really need to go that route. Granted, if we get to Spillman, we're in fucking rough shape to begin with. I'm going to be honest. We have QBs. We can run through them if we don't feel like we like them, whether it's their throwing style, whether it's just, subtle changes in their attributes, which could be a very high possibility. We're going to start Hutton here. I think his speed with acceleration is going to be the best for us. That +1 speed compared to the other two guys, as well as his +1/+2 to his acceleration. I think he's going to be the best. He has the best change of direction. I've really started to like more change of direction backs. I know in my Akron series, I was playing a lower overall running back because his change of direction was so good, where when you hit a hole, and if you bounced out of the hole and got upfield, like let's say you're running off to the right, and you realize the hole's kind of clogging, and you hit and went left, up behind a blocker, that change of direction gives you such a speed boost. I've actually kind of started to like change of direction even more now. Their stats aren't very good. It's going to be rough. We're going to rotate in guys. If I feel like somebody's getting slowed down, we'll go to the next running back. This isn't going to be a workhorse back situation to start with. Deion Jones is going to be our number one option. At receiver, 5'9", 182 speedster, 86 speed out the gate is going to be fine. I don't expect him to be doing a whole ton, but with some of these lower and the two freshmen not having the greatest catching, it's kind of a problem. We kind of have to go with somebody a little bit better, as well as their awareness not being all that high. That could cause some problems for us, right? If we're throwing quick balls, on breaks. If I'm throwing the ball and I'm expecting them to be able to get their head turned around and their hands to the ball, they might not be able to do that because of their awareness right now. We can go to these other guys if we really feel like we need to. All right, Heige's a good overall, but 85 speed is just so much slower than even 86 in my opinion. Plus with his change of direction and agility not being the highest, yes, he has some of the better catching stats on the team, but I would rather get some speed out there. At least I know when we have the ball in these guys' hands, we're going to be able to hopefully create some plays. Tight end, same thing, starting the freshman. Left tackle, we're going with the sophomore because he is only a 1 overall difference at this point. He is 6'7", raw strength. He's going to be a worse pass blocker out the gate, but hopefully we'll be able to run the ball behind him pretty effectively. Left guard, we're going with Moa just because he's a junior. The other guy's a sophomore, but he's such a lower overall. I don't think we can play him right now. Ingram will be the third guy. If we need to go to him, we will. Just because Bettis is going to be starting at center. The other two centers are piss poor, to say the least. Bridge is going to start at right guard because he is a freshman. If we can get him out there, get him developed, even with his normal dev trait, if he plays a bunch, if he is on the field while we're scoring, he could go up a lot more than anticipated. His 91 strength should be able to help him out a little bit. Ingram he's a senior, right? It's hard to play a senior when he has no real upside. Yeah, he's a better overall, but I'm going to trust the young guy to be able to come in and compete. If it doesn't work out, we can go a different direction. We can easily throw Ingram in there. Another option is bringing Grimes, who I'm currently redshirting. We're going to call it a medical redshirt this late in his career. He's not getting drafted. I really don't think he would care all that much. If we don't end up using Ingram as well, I can definitely bench him and redshirt him, and we can hopefully get another year out of him and his development. Scroggins is going to be the starting right tackle. Not only is he junior compared to the senior, but he is also the better overall. He's a 6'4" pass protector. As long as he can stay up and keep that, the non-blind side up, I'll be happy. I'm going to be honest. Like I said, the defense is not anything to even note. We only have 2 defensive tackles playing. The 3 other defensive tackles are such low overalls. I would rather put edge rushers that are 220 pounds at that spot than fucking put them out there. Like, we have a 51 and 2 53s as the third, fourth, and fifth D tackles. It's going to be rough stopping the run. I'm going to be 100% honest, especially with these 2 guys being speed rushers and both sitting at about 290 in terms of weight. It's going to be rough. It's going to be a problem. These linebackers are going to have to flow perfectly to come up with any type of stops. I know we were running a lot of 4-3 in the Marshall Dynasty. I might have to switch that up a little bit and run a little bit more 3-4, or even some 5-2, and just try to put 5 guys on their 5 guys and say, linebackers, you guys got to flow, you guys got to make tackles. It's as simple as that. We are starting Foreman, the freshman. He's a 6'2", 240 signal caller. He does have star development, so the more he's out there, the more he plays, the more stats he accumulates, the better the defense plays, the more skill points he should be able to get. Granted, defense isn't going to play very well, right? And I'm not kidding. This is actually a worse team than when I took over Akron. At least with Akron, I had a couple guys going for me, right? I had a decent tackle that was a good run stopper, so when he was able to get one-on-one reps, he could win. I had a good middle linebacker in a guy called Skylar Dederick. He was good. He flowed pretty well. He was good in pass coverage. Not the greatest run stopper, not the greatest thumper downhill guy, but he still came up with good tackles, especially when he was playing behind that D tackle. And then he had a running mate that was pretty okay, good thumper, not the fastest, but and as well, I wanted to play him because he does have some of the most speed on the team, and speed at the linebacker position, to be fair. Steven Hoosen, like I said, linebacker's going to have to flow very good. Number 58, Lurker, 6'1", 238. He's going to have to flow extremely well. If he gets his hands on the guy, hopefully he'll be able to bring him down with 89 tackling. Will linebacker, we're going with Cameron Kenyon. 82 speed, 84 acceleration, 85 tackle. He's going to have to play very well as well. We're redshirting the 2 other freshmen that we have, Antonio Murphy and Sammy Fair, for now, just because, well, we got at least a couple guys in this linebacking core that I can trust. The only guy I can really trust in this cornerback room right now, Ladarius Conrad, 88 speed, 92 acceleration. Brother, you're going to have to fucking play Darrell. You're going to have to be Darrell Revis out there, because you got to shut down your side of the field, because the rest of the corners are not very good. I'm going with the 2 youngest out of the group in Minnis and Jason Shaughnessy. It just is what it is. You're a junior, and they're both 5'9" and 5'8". Granted, Shaughnessy's 5'9" as well. But I got to trust my instinct here and just go with, development over skill right now. Back end is kind of the opposite. I kind of got to go with skill, not only because the young guys on the back end are slow, but because I can't be getting beat deep all the time. So Clay Wake and Brink are going to have to be starting in that situation. Peterson, Escobar, and are going to be backing us up. Kicker, if we get in field goal range, I think we can put it through the uprights. That's the only good news, right? If we get inside that about that 38, 40 to 38 yard line, I think we can put some points on the board, but we got to get there first, which is, going to be at least, 40 yards, if not more, on every single drive. So, Mateo Silga, he's going to be able to do well, hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't get too rattled. He does have deep range on gold, so that's fine. And then Ethan Pope hopefully can do well as the punter. He actually got a pretty decent upgrade to his kick power. So now we just got to continue to develop him everywhere else. But overall, I think Ethan Pope should be fine. Kick returner and punt returner will be Hunton. Kickoff specialist, I'm going to put Pope out there because at least if he goes down with an injury, Silga can still step in and hopefully at least punt a little bit. Durant's going to be the long snapper. Balgo, Ahmad Bolig. I don't know how to say that last name. We're not even going to try. We're just going to call him Ahmad all the time. He's going to be our third down back, just the best available. Cohen, he's going to be the power back. I don't know if I accidentally fucked with his his appearance, and if that's what made him 220, I would assume I accidentally made him, and that's why he's 220 now. I think he was originally 190. I don't know if I made him muscular or if he was already muscular. I know if you change his, body type, it automatically pushes them up to the lowest weight limit. He's gonna be the power back just because he's not really getting reps anywhere else, and fuck it, hopefully that 220 pounds comes into play. And I really don't feel like having 79 speed out there whenever we go to 2 or 3 tight end sets. Deion Jones, Heige, and Speed are gonna be the slot receivers. Deion Jones taking the main reps there. Edge rusher, the actual specific rushing the passer on passing downs and in passing formations is even worse than it was just as the normal run stopping one. It's not great. Rush D tackle, same deal. Sub backer. I would like to start Foreman, but with him being such a low overall compared to the other two, I'm just going to play the other two and hope it works out well. If we need a change up, we will. I know Hussein can rush the passer a little bit with his skill set, so if we need to, we can definitely go to him. Slot corner, I just went best available. Nose tackle, we only have 2 of them. And then Deion Jones is going to be the gadget guy if we really got to run certain things. But yeah, the team is not very good. Like I said, at least when I did my Akron, I had a receiver that was a gadget. He was an 80 overall, moved him to running back. He jumped up, did his training. He jumped up even more, and we kind of force-fed him the ball. We also had that running back I was talking about that had the high change of direction and had decent speed. So when you would hit a hole, and then bounce and try to get outside or get upfield, he had a little bit of a speed boost getting out of those breaks and be able to make big plays. We had a decent tight end that we brought in. The offensive line wasn't piss poor, and the defense had a couple guys on there where if they were given a one-on-one rep, if the linebacker met somebody in the hole, he was going to make the tackle. If the defensive tackle was left one-on-one, he was going to make a play. Had a corner that wasn't terrible, a safety that wasn't terrible, but here it's kind of a mixed bag. I will say we have a little bit more speed and athleticism on this team than Akron did when I took over Akron, but honestly, that athleticism isn't going to help us all that much, especially if we're in bad positions to begin with, right? If we're in a bad position, not in coverage properly, we're going to struggle, but at this point, I don't think it's really going to matter. So let's go ahead and, so like I said, with recruiting, the main thing is going to come down to, I don't think we're going to be able to battle with anybody. And I kind of have 2 different philosophies with this. I went through and did the scouting on my own because I'm not going to walk through, exactly what's happening. But this guy, I kind of have to go after. I'm going to kind of bend my rules a little bit. Like I said, I can't be in fights for anybody. So like Elijah Honeycutt here, I'll see what UCF does. Houston's going after him. Jesus, all of my edges are getting fucking stolen right now. So I'm going to have to see what happens, of course. But I kind of can't fight for anybody, to be fair. I kind of fucking have to throw scholarships at people, throw minimal points, and kind of hope for the best for the most part. And that's kind of being nice about it, too. Because it's going to be a rough situation. I think we just got to go after guys that aren't getting really a whole ton of interest from anybody and hope for the best. Like this guy, already 4 scholarships on him. I'm going to have to drop off. Cal's going after him. Coretta, I'm going to go ahead and take off. I'm going to see what Abel is afterwards. I'm going to see if Cal goes after him. But when more than one school is going after somebody, that means one of them is probably going to go pretty heavy. Like this guy, I'm just going to go ahead and take off because there's no real point, in my opinion. What was Honeycutt looking like? 79 speed. Who's going after you? Kansas. Honestly, if we can beat Arizona, I'm gonna try to stay in on him for now. And then we're going to send the extra 25 to Vincent. Like I said, I'm just going to try to stay in on as many guys as possible, especially if teams aren't going after him. And then we can kind of figure it out from there. We just got to stay on their boards, and some of these guys won't even get offers throughout the entire regular season. And then once you hit that transfer portal, it seems like most teams kind of forget about the high school prospects. I want to bring in about 15 to 20 high school guys, and the rest has transfers, just because we're going to need some immediate help, and I want some long-term development pieces as well. I haven't looked over my spreadsheet yet to see exactly how many high schoolers versus transfers we have, but I know it's not high because we've only had one, season of recruiting, but still, nonetheless. So, we got North Texas. North Texas is, I think, about 10 overall ahead of us. They actually are a lot more. I thought it said they were 74. This is not going to be pretty in any stretch of the imagination. We're going to get our shit rocked. But, fuck it, at this point. We can't go back and change the schedule now, so let's just get it done. Let's go fucking surprise some people, right? We beat fucking Penn State as Marshall in our second fucking season. Let's go surprise some fuckers, right? First game on the road in North Texas. Team I've actually played as. I actually played as them last year for a little bit. Pretty fun team to play with. Decent stadium. Let's go shock the fucking world. I know this isn't the world. Nobody gives a fuck about San Jose State versus fucking North Texas. But, let's go fucking... Let's just go out there and balls to the wall. Let's fucking throw some deep routes, too. Let's do some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's do some actual despicable shit. And potentially pick up a fucking victory. And our first victory. It'd be really bad if we started off 0-1. I can tell you that much right now. But... like I said, defense, it's going to be about preventing deep shots, making sound tackles, keeping everything in front of us. We're going to play a very conservative brand of defense. 86 speed, 90 throw power. Oh, fuck. On offense, it's going to be about getting the ball out quickly, letting guys go make plays, and just really trying our best not to turn over the football. First pass out here to what looks to be their tight end, and they will gain no yardage there, so quick hitter on the little curl concept. And we're going to stay on Steve here. And we're actually going to come up with a sack from Joseph Vaughn. Our first sack as a program. Well, as the coach of San Jose State. And we have a 3rd and 15. They're going to dump it off, but he cannot get it out cleanly. And we will have our first 3 and out as a unit. So far, San Jose State is the best defense in the entire country. And not a whole ton he can do on that return. But still getting it up to our own 48. Corbin Freeman, the redshirt freshman, 87 speed, 85 throw power, 6'3", 208. I think he's actually from Texas as well. Maybe. I don't remember. It probably said it on his player card, and I just was not looking. So 1st and 10, we're going to start off with a pass here. We're going to be a pass-heavy team to start just because I know how bad this offensive line is. At least in pass block, it at least gives us 2 seconds. We're not guaranteed a fucking hole when they're run blocking. So first pass there goes complete to Deion Jones for a first down. Going back to the air here, trying to find something. We're going to try to dump it off to Speed, but Speed cannot hold on to it, and that's where it's going to play a factor of playing some of these younger guys. They're going to be under pressure. They're going to be in a situation where they may not want to be, but they're going to have to be there anyway. Kind of need these guys to show up. DeMarco underneath. No yards gained there. And we will have a 3rd and 10 at the 34-yard line. As long as we don't come away with a sack right here, we are technically in field goal range. We got the tight end running over the middle. Harper, Glenn Harper, picks up a first down. And we will try to run the ball for the first time today with Hutton. 1st and 10 at the 13. He's going to find a hole. He's going to go straight downhill and in. We're on Heisman, right? This is going to be really embarrassing if it's not. We're on Heisman. Our first drive is a touchdown. Our first defensive drive is a 3 and out. And we are going to take the lead and go up 7-0 on ranked North Texas. Here in the first quarter, 5 for 52, minute 53 off the clock. And we will kick off for the second time today. So they're going to come out 5 wide. They are immediately deciding that they are going to try to test us. And we will see what we are about underneath to the tight end there. Fuck, I already forgot his last name, Kenyon. I wanted to call him Cameron, but I think that's his first name. Kenyon in coverage. And they're going to run a return route. And Steve coming up with the tackle. Not quite. The safety ended up having to help him there. But still, 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going fast now. Apparently they want to try to set us off guard, get us into a bad rhythm. 4-yard reception there on the screen pass. It's fine by me. We're going to send some pressure here. We're going to walk Steve down. And hopefully Kenyon can come in and clean up. And he does! Good fucking rep there by Steve. He kind of takes that guard center combo, moves him over, and Kenyon coming up with the sack. 3rd and 14. No deep plays. They're going to throw a quick little screen pass. Steve and company get out there. And we will have our second punt return already in as many drives. That is a good sight to see. Starting off the game hot. 1st and 10. So maybe athleticism is more of the way to go. Especially on defense. Because like I said, a lot of my guys were a lot more sound and higher overalls, but they lacked the athleticism in my Akron series. Deion Jones is open. He runs that little zig, but he didn't even really run it. He literally took 2 steps forward and then immediately went to the flat. Like I said, we got freshmen all over the field. We got a freshman at center, a freshman at guard, a freshman at halfback, 2 tight ends, and a receiver. So we got a lot of young guys. Hell, we got a freshman technically at quarterback, even though he is a red shirt. Slant bunch? Is that what it said? Or slot? I don't fucking know. They're bringing the pressure, and Deion Jones with the catch on the slant. As soon as I saw them kind of walked up, I'm like, okay, if they bail, I'm not throwing this. I'm going to see what we can do and try to read this out. But if they bring pressure, I'm obviously going to fucking hit that slant and trust Deion Jones out there. 1st and 10. Going to go back to the ground game here. And Hutton, no room to run there. Only his 2nd carry of the day. He is 2 for 13 on the day. I do like Jones here, but I just don't think he has enough speed to be over the top. Now, if that safety bails towards the middle of the field, I definitely think I have it. And Corbin Freeman, the offensive tackle, can't hold up. He gets blasted in his blind side. See, and that's what I was saying. We kind of just got to get the ball out. I do not trust this offensive line one fucking bit. I wouldn't trust them to protect my grandmother from a pack of chihuahuas. And the defensive tackle knocking that one down, so we will have to settle for a punt here. My bar didn't come up at all. Is that normal? Is something broken? Did I do something wrong? I'm literally sitting there holding X, and it just didn't do anything. So back out on defense. Can Steve and Cameron Kenyon with a breakup puts his arm into the tight end. And so Cameron Kenyon going to be in zone coverage here. Everybody else in man, really, except for one of the safeties on the backside. Number 1 has given us some problems so far. But 3rd and 4, incomplete pass can change just about anything on this drive. Get us off the field again. That tight end's so fucking open. I don't know why Kenyon's running so far to the outside. I don't know if we were in match coverage there, but that still doesn't make any sense why he's immediately falling the running back out of the backfield and not covering the middle part of the field. I don't understand that one. Maybe I'm incorrect in what I was assuming. Gonna drop to this running back, and we have our 3rd fucking sack. Joseph Vaughn again. What the fuck is going on right now? I don't know, but apparently I like it. I'm going to hop on Pineda here and try to force some pressure. He finally gets home. That's a sack, and that's a forced fumble for the defense. Mateo Pineda coming up with the sack and the forced fumble. Recovery by the defense. 1st and 10. Going to send the running back in motion. Looks like man off rip. I think I got speed there, and he can't haul it in. 2nd drop of the day for him. I'm going to try to get these running backs working. So Ahmad in the backfield now. Gonna hit a slip screen to him, hopefully. Well, I was going to, but none of the offensive linemen get out there. But Ahmad still picking up some yardage. Breaks a tackle. Able to get into open space. I do have Harper on this fucking flat route right away, probably. But I got Deion Jones across the middle. Deion Jones, big catch, big run. Pick up the first and more down to the 25-yard line now. Gonna go X choice here. Speed. If you want to hit that fucking go ball, as long as that safety doesn't rotate towards you, I think that should be open. Oh my god, I thought Heggie was running a fucking in. He had a choice route too. Thank God that got thrown off the back of my offensive lineman's helmet, because I think that would have been an interception. So far, defense shutting North Texas down, and we're looking good so far. I'm not going to even lie about that. How? I have no fucking idea. I'm going to be honest. As the coach of this team, no fucking clue. 2nd and 10. We're going to try to run another slip screen here. 2nd and 10 at the 25, start of the second quarter. And now the running back can't get out there. Okay. It's either the offensive line or the running back's not getting out there. One of the fucking two. We're going to go Z under. I like speed on this corner, but fuck, his hands just are not good. I got Hunting across the middle. He's going to catch run. The running back. 1st and 10 down to the 15. Going to go back to the ground game now. They only got like 5 guys in the box. So as long as we work up to that backer, we should be fine. Hutton, that tackle just kind of got fucking shoved into our way. We're going to go curl flat seam here. I like DeMarco on this out. Or Hutton late on this in. I like DeMarco. And he's going to have it. DeMarco coming up big. Nick. Completely forgot your name. I'm going to be honest. I have no clue what any of these dudes' names are. You're either getting called by your last name, or if I do know your name, you're probably getting called by your first name, because half these names are fucking super hard for me to pronounce. Hutton down to the 1. Couldn't really decide where we wanted to go. We will go back to the ground game here. I'm going to send Harper to the strong side here. I'd rather have him match up against a linebacker right now. Okay, Hutton's changed direction. Holy fuck. Dude, I tried to change direction, like kind of boom, boom out and try to hit the gap, and it just and he just went 1st and 10. They're going to start with a read option, well, a RPO here to the tight end. He really likes hitting this tight end. It hasn't worked out the greatest for them besides that last play. It's kind of odd, but hey, nonetheless, we're going to walk Cameron Kenyon down on this blitz. Try to loop inside. And I don't know why. Oh. Well, that could have been a big gain. But luckily, we got to the quarterback. Did not realize they flipped some stuff. So Steve was supposed to be on the blitz, and Cameron was supposed to cover the running back. But because I blitzed with Cameron, Steve had a free route. 3rd and 18 now. I'm going to play prevent here, basically. Going to go cover 2. Steve has this deep middle. I'm fine with them throwing it underneath to this tight end right now, or this receiver. And Steve comes up with the tackle. 4th and 10, and another punt from North Texas. And on the return, just get positive yards up to the 31 now. We can go Z Reed here. Looking Heige here. Maybe to speed. DeMarco maybe if he sits. I'm just going to throw it out to Heige here. Pick up some yards. He picks up 5. Good shit. Let's go RPO alert screen here. Out of this stack look. Only 3 down linemen. Only 5 guys in the box in total. Definitely running this one. Hutton. Good little run there. Not really a whole ton he had to do there. Blocked up pretty well. We're going to go divide here. DeMarco here could be interesting. Especially if he wins against that corner. No, they sent that corner on a blitz. I'm going to throw it to Deion Jones. Deion Jones, big catch. And the corner that hit our fucking quarterback got injured. That's odd. Are they sending Is this man? What the fuck is this? If you don't cover up Jones here, I'm hitting it all day, every day. I'm going to hit DeMarco then. kind of high. DeMarco had to go up and get it. Only 3 yards there, but still, nonetheless, good catch. Still a positive play, right? Stay on schedule, stay on task. And there's Glenn Harper. Fuck. Dude, hold on to the fucking ball. Go back to this play. We ran it earlier today. 3rd and 7. Hit the second tight end. Landers. He'll pick up the first. Another freshman getting another catch. I do like Harper if he's one-on-one. I'm also going to send DeMarco here. Send him. I'm going to throw it up. Fuck it. Why not? DeMarco. Whatever. Cornerback made a good play. Was able to adjust. Get to that ball and knock it away. I'm going to send Deion Jones on a fucking fade. I don't give a shit. North Texas is going to have to make me pay before I stop doing dumb shit. Just dump it off to Hutton. It was a mod anyway, but still nonetheless wasn't able to get it out to him. The slip screens have not worked so far today, but we're going to run it again because I'm dumb. Ahmad. Oh, fuck. The offensive lineman blocked him into me. Well, we got to settle for a field goal on 4th and 8. And we will see Mateo for the first time today. Well, for the first time for a field goal. He's already been out there twice. Look, dog, I'm dumb, all right? It just is what it is at this point. If you aren't surprised by that, I don't know what will be surprising. Mateo. We're just going to cut that part of the video out, by the way. Well, that was fucking embarrassing. 1st and 10 at the 29 now. Minute 57 on the clock. North Texas still... If they want to get back in this game, they're going to have to do something soon. Steve forcing the break up there on TJ Barry, their tight end. We're going to pretend to send pressure here with Steve. I'm going to try to hide at the line for a second. See if he wants to help. And he can't hit his tight end there, TJ Barry. Wow, this quarterback sucks dick. I think we stole one of their quarterbacks or something. I think we stole one of the guys that they wanted. 3rd and 10. Going to match up in man. Don't love that choice. Especially since one's being left alone. And he's fast. Alright. Well. Some mistakes were fucking made. We are not a man coverage team. Let's fucking not do that again. 14-7. Minute 41. I think we got a chance to do something here. But we need a couple good starting plays. I'm gonna mainly read this left side and then look back to Ahmad here. Okay, I pushed the wrong button. That's my fault. I'm not even gonna lie, pushed the wrong button. I was throwing that to Deion Jones. I'm like, fuck it, I'm taking a shot again. And I saw the ball go to the right. I'm like, shit. DeMarco's open, gonna throw him the ball. 3 yards there, 3rd and 7. Need something kind of quick and easy to pick up. Let's see what we have here. Gonna dump it off to Speed. He's gonna have his first catch, and he picks up the first for us. I'm not looking to hurry up right now, just because I know if we give North Texas the ball back, especially after they already scored, it could be a problem for us. R1's open. Heige there. Good catch on the sideline. Kind of wish you would have fallen out of bounds, you dumb sack of shit. That's why you're not starting. 1st and 10, minute left. I got DeMarco coming across the middle. He's going to have a catch and run. Get up 9 yards there. I'm going to have Hutton run a Texas route just to try to occupy that backer. I got Deion, good shit. Hurry back to the line. The clock won't start until the ball is set. Gives us a couple extra seconds to get ready. Gonna dump it off. Hutton down inside the 20 now. Inside the red zone, and we have 35 seconds. Ball is set, so now the clock does run here. I got Heige on the sideline, and he has a catch and out of bounds. 4 yards there. I like Harper on this kind of quick out. I'm actually going to have DeMarco run a little bit shorter of an out route there. Or, yeah. Is that DeMarco or DeLuca? I think it's DeMarco. No, there's DeMarco, so that is DeLuca. I'm fucking dumb. Like I said. I'm going to run to the left here. First and goal. And back to the right and into... No, that's a mod. Fuck. Look. We can all agree. I ain't the fucking brightest. Anyway. Touchdown. Yep. So we've kind of dominated so far. 196 yards passing, 26 rushing yards, 5.6 yards per play, 6 third down conversions, and 13 minutes time of possession. We haven't like dominated, but 21-7 here, and we're looking good already to start off this game. Just gonna continue doing what we're doing, hitting those quick short routes, getting the ball into the hands of our playmakers. Granted, we can't dive after receivers when we're playing man coverage, but hey, nonetheless, good opening half for this team so far. We're gonna start off going 4 wide again. This is my first time playing with this playbook, so we kind of are learning as we're going. I don't have like set plays that I can run that are just like I know are going to work or that I know are going to be at least semi-successful. I just kind of got to go with the flow and figure out what I'm doing at the time. 2nd and 10, going to run the football again. Ahmad's looking pretty good. I actually might like him a little bit more than Hutton here, just because his change of direction just feels better, or his at least movement is feeling a lot better. I'm just going to have you run to the fucking sideline. Just run that fucking flat. I'm going to dump it off to Hutton. He's going to have a catch. He's going to pick up some yards. John Hutton is now down as well. All right. Well, welcome to the game, Cohen. You ready to get your fucking shit rocked, by the way? I'm going to probably hit Harper here. I'm just going to hit him in the flats. Try to pick up a couple. Didn't love the routes as they were developing. I like Heige on this corner, but I highly doubt he's going to win that. And they run coverage to protect against it. 3rd and 8, quarterback under pressure. Not a whole ton we could do there. So at this point, just got to kind of figure out what we want. I do kind of like Jones on this fucking motion flat. But it looks like man coverage off rip. Not really. Jones to the sideline, 1st down. 1st and 10. Dion fucking Jones, by the way. Having himself a day. 1st and 10. Hutton back out onto the field. DeMarco across the middle on that deep. Well, not deep. I don't even know if you would call it a deep slant or if you'd call it a shallow post. 1st and 10. Gonna go play action fake here. Harper in the flats. He'll pick up 4 there. Gonna go halfback base. Need Harper to get a decent enough block here. Need this offensive line to really hold up on their blocks. Ahmad, good run there. Down to the 18. Let's go PAY over. Depending on how these backers play it, we honestly could read these 2 tight ends here. I got Harper, and it's picked. That linebacker fell right into where the fucking throwing lane was. I didn't want it shallow either. I wanted it up and over. Like, I see the linebacker, right? So like, because let's see. The ball is going there, so I probably push the button here. I'm expecting this ball to be thrown like here. Like, kind of like lead him out and up. Because I can see the safety isn't really running with. He's going to be more protecting against this post right here. So I want this ball kind of like here. Instead, it's here. Right? I wanted it up and over and like in this general area. I wanted it to be Glenn Harper either has to go up and make a catch over the backer or it's placed perfectly and it's leading him up the field a little bit and into the end zone. Kinda. Like, I wanted it up and over and not just straight out. You know what I'm saying? Or does that not make much sense to you guys? It's okay. We're all dumb here. It's fine. So 1st and 10 now. Defense onto the field. They're going to hit an RPO. And Wake having to come up with the tackle. Number 1 is going to be a fucking problem if we don't fucking start putting bodies on him. He's going to be an actual problem. We cannot let that motherfucker get the ball. Going to go with another run here. 1st and 10 now. One of their only successful runs on the day. Like I said, just need to play solid defense. Come up, rally around the football, make tackles. We're going to try to take away number 1 because I think that's going to be their main guy. Cameron Kenyon there. We're going to go cover 3 match here. I'm going to pretend like Steve's coming. Oh, fuck. Yep, I saw that coming. I knew as soon as I saw that tight end start to slow down and curl, I'm like, there's going to be something right behind him, wide the fuck open. 1st and 10 at the 45 now, and the defense is already looking like they should. Fuck. We ripped it! I'm going to fucking shove my remote so far in my ass. It's going to have to surgically be removed. We strip the ball from 1 after he catches that slant. And the game is like, yeah, but you're not getting the football. Like, fuck. Oh, look, Falele's out there. Why isn't my freshman out there? Is it because he's subbing in for Mike and not a fucking sub-backer position, maybe? I'm just going to have to fucking put Avery at every backup spot. Dude, Filet's so fucking slow. And you don't catch it. This looks like an interesting play, and we haven't ran it. So we're running it now. Ooh, I still want to hit Glenn Harper, but fuck, he would have. That ball would have gotten picked out the ass. I was trying to hit that crosser. If that linebacker comes, I'm throwing it out to Jones. If he don't, I'm running this football. Okay. Not as great of a play as I thought it was going to be because Deion Jones is fucking slower than a bag of dick. But 3rd and 2. This is very gettable here. And we're going to run halfback base out of here. Ahmad, good running there. Kind of just running into his own lineman and saying, get the fuck out of the way, you slow pieces of shit. He was just like, move, motherfuckers, go. Hand off here to Ahmad again. He jukes out 1 defender, but not for much else. We're going to go X for place here. I do like Jones on that deep end. DeMarco as well could be an option. Yeah, I got DeMarco. I'm just going to hit him, pick up the 1st. Some of these guys are just going to have a lot of receptions, not a whole ton of yards. Their averages are going to be really shit, but positive plays are going to be the main factor for this offense. There's Glenn. No, there's Heige again. Sorry, most of the receivers wear, in the teens. He's the only one that didn't get his number replaced because I don't give a fuck. Going to toss out to Hutton here. And there was just nothing. That corner kind of set the edge on that offensive lineman. And I just really didn't think Hutton was going to be able to escape the edge and really make a play. So I kind of tried to, cut back in, and there was just extra defenders there. Couldn't get it out to Deion Jones quick enough. 3rd and 12. He's gotten hit so many times already today. 3rd and 12. I'm just trying to set myself up for the field goal at this point. But Harper has other fucking ideas. Good fucking play there. 3rd and 12. I think we got to run the football a little bit more. Kind of keep some hits off of Freeman at this point. Especially with only 3 down linemen. I'm definitely running against this. Hutton downhill. Dude, he feels so weird to control. I've never had a running back feel so stiff. I've had contact seekers and elusive bruisers that feel better than him. Gonna snap it at the end of the quarter. Hutton. So 1st and goal when we get to the 4th quarter. And we are down to the 3-yard line. So. And it's not letting me skip. Wonderful. Alright, we're going to sit here with our dick in our hands, apparently. 8 catches, 87 yards on 14 targets for Deion Jones. A couple of those going wide on him and not really being on an accurate. Good little day from us. Like I said, we just got to hit stuff when we have it open. I'm gonna run this again. It worked last time for us. I don't think I'm gonna throw one of these screens, but you never know. Hutton downhill, down to the 1. 2nd and goal now. I'm gonna run this one instead. If that guy don't stay out, if one of those backers doesn't immediately jump to the outside, nope, they jumped. So, and Hutton can't get in. Jesus Christ. All right. I don't really want to run this speed option with Freeman feeling like shit, but you're up, Freeman. Out to Hutton and in. Ran that to perfection. And Hutton scores again. We are looking like a solid offense right now. I'm going to be honest. If we can keep Corbin Freeman from taking so many fucking hits, we'll actually look like a really solid offense. I'm not going to lie. You know, some of the attributes definitely had me scared, but after playing this first game, I know North Texas isn't super impressive, but we don't really play anybody super strong this year either. You know, I took off the one game where we were going to play Georgia Tech. I know, kind of pussy shit, but I didn't know how North Texas was going to go. I didn't know how Arizona was going to go, so I didn't want to put like 3 games on the schedule that I knew we were going to lose. So, and then, you know, with conference play, you know, the saying always is conference and division games are always much tougher because they know you. They know your system. They know your players. You have to play them, and they're going to know a little bit more about you, and they're going to be a little bit more prepared for all your tricks. So, I didn't immediately want to fucking start our season off with like 3 losses and fucking, we'll have 3 guaranteed losses and, you know, plus the division play, which can always be tricky. So, 1st and 10 at the 28, dropping back, finding his receiver in the flats. He ends up able to avoiding that tackle with a spin move, and it will be 1st and 10 at the 40 now. I'm actually going to send the safety. This is such a bad idea. Drop to fucking zone, please. 1st and 10. And there's number 1 again. And I don't know what the fuck to say anymore. This shit's fucking whack. It's skibidi toilet. I'm kidding. I don't even know what the fuck that means. My brain rot is on a fucking different level right now. And they're going to hit their tight end on an RPO. Fuck. I'm cutting all this from the fucking video, by the way. Probably not. I'm fucking way too lazy to do that. And we're stuck on defensive lineman. Shit. Conrad just got trucked. Oh, Jesus. We're going to have to pray to the almighty Lord. Because, oh no. Oh no. Dude, they just keep bouncing off fucking tackles. I'm going to hop to Steven. Well, Steve. Hussein. Cover the tight end, and there's just a curl sitting wide open on the seam. Ooh, their quarterback. Nope, that's a fucking offensive lineman. I saw 4, and I thought it said 14. Quarterback doesn't even wear 14. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And another RPO. Tight end goes out of bounds. This tight end is dog shit. We're just going to play zone again. Everybody play underneath and press. Because we are at the goal line. And Steve just got fucking obliterated. His ankles are gone. Alright, North Texas is making this a game. We got to really try to drain some clock. We got to run the fucking football a little bit more. I don't love running draws, but we're going to do it anyway. Because I am dumb. That linebacker was coming so fast. Ahmad able to make something out of nothing, though. So that is the good news. 6 attempts for 40 yards for him on the day. Going to go back to Hutton. They're only putting 5 dudes in the box. Like, with just under 5 minutes remaining. You don't think I'm not going to fucking run the football? Are we really doing this right now? I'm going to chew clock because I'm a bitch. I said it. So you don't have to. I already know. 1st and 10 at the 33. Going Gonna give it to Ahmad again. He's gonna pick up 3 again. I'm gonna go stick and nod here out of this tight look. If speed can break this hard, I think we got speed. If not, we got Deion Jones coming across the middle. That's really high, but Deion Jones able to pick up the first down anyway. And we will have another first down. Corbin Freeman, like I said, feeling it, so got to keep the hits off of him for right now. Going to send Harper in motion. Snap the football. Hutton cuts back, finds the backside, and picks up 7 there. Good little play there. Going to go RPO glance alert. Like I said, if that corner comes, we're throwing it. If he stays out with Deion, we're running it. Hutton puts his foot in the ground, gets upfield. 2:32 remaining now. North Texas is going to start calling some of their timeouts, trying to conserve some of this clock at least. Going to go halfback base here. I'm going to bring DeMarco in motion. But that corner sits there, so I'm going to send him back. And then we'll snap. Ahmad, the freshman, picking up, I think it's Brune? Dwayne? I don't know. Something. Picks up a good block there, but only 3 yards. Nothing to write home about. 2nd and 7. I got Hutton immediately. That corner turned his back to Hutton and ran with the receiver, so I'm like, I'm just going to dump it now and let him figure it out. 1st and 10 now. I'm going to send Ahmad on a wheel route. I know we're not going to have the matchup there, but still just takes a guy kind of out of coverage, pushes him back a little bit. 2nd and 6. Going to go 0-1 trap. There is the 2-minute warning now. Let's run this outside zone with the 2 tight end look. I'm going to try to bring speed across, see if it brings a corner across. It does, but it brings the safety down. So we're going to send it back. Hutton, no room to run there. And he gets injured. So we have to waste a timeout. And now they get an extra timeout. And it's 3rd and 6. Alright, I need this blocking to work. Deion, you're getting this ball. Please fucking do something. Ahmad got trucked. Deion, I was more worried about picking up the first down there because I figured if we picked up the first down, it was kind of automatically game over. Going out of bounds there isn't the worst thing. I'm going to run a zig with you. I want speed to come in on a motion, run that comeback a little bit better. Oh, no. Yep, I figured that was happening. As soon as I saw the ball leave his hand and go and float, I'm like, fuck. We're not catching that one. I had Deion. I thought Heige was going to be the better option with his catching ability, but it was just a bad ball. So 1st and 10. And Conrad, dude, jump the fucking route. Like, please, for the love of God, do something. 1st and 10 at the 31. Running back goes immediately towards the flats. They're going to hit their tight end again. Steve in coverage. 2nd and inches now. Cover 4 drop here. I need to hop on Steve here and cover up this tight end immediately. They run that slant, and Kenyon's nowhere to be found. Kenyon, do fucking something, please. Please, with the Lord Almighty, do fucking something. Oh, no. Well, we're going to lose this game. Because they're definitely recovering the onside kick, by the way. I already know they are. 1st and 10 at the 16. This defense is reeling right now, and we have no answers. Going to dump it off to the running back. He's going to break a tackle, and nobody fucking rallied. Well, we're going to hold open tryouts to the entire school for whoever can tackle. Kareem Storm. Was that Stormburner? They're going to go for 2 and put themselves in a position to tie the game with a field goal if they can get the ball back. And the tight end's open. Cool. We can't cover. We can't tackle. We can't do anything. Wait. No. Fuck. Escobar. Thank you, brother. I want to run more plays just to piss off North Texas, but I'm fucking kneeling this ball. Y'all can suck a dick. We win our first game against a ranked opponent. We are 1-0 against ranked opponents. Against anybody. Let's fucking go. So Kane Lifcombe gets his first victory. John Hutton with 15 rush attempts for 75 yards and 3 touchdowns gets it done. Freeman, not to be understated either. He had a big part in today's game as well. I think throwing for almost 300 yards. Deion Jones as well. This offensive line played fine enough. Definitely noticed the right side of the offensive line from center to right tackle are definitely better than that left side, which, whatever. So, that's the good news. Like I said, Freeman, 37 of 53, 1 pick, 0 touchdowns. He played well. The pick kind of sucks. Kind of got baited into it. Didn't throw the perfect ball. But still, 69 completion percentage. Nice. I'm a child. Rushing. John Hunt went 15 for 75 and 3 touchdowns. Ahmad went 8 for 46 and a touchdown. Corbin Freeman apparently, I think, got sacked because I highly doubt that's just one fucking run where he just didn't pick up anything. But still, Deion Jones 11 for 104. Nick DeMarco 8 for 53. John Hutton 6 for 41. Jalen Heige 4 for 38. Glenn Harper 4 for 40. Ahmad Ball for 2 for 4. Tavarius Landers 1 for 8. And Jermaine Speed 1 for 8 as well. 2 drops for him. 1 for Ahmad, Harper, and Jones. Blocking. It doesn't say we gave up a sack. So were they just not engaged and they sent a all out maybe? Sacks, we got 2 from Vaughn, 1 for Mateo, 1 for Steve, and 1 for Cameron. Well, that's a better start than I thought we were going to have. I'm going to be honest. No interceptions, no turnovers, I think, on our end. Well, making a turnover. Well, taking the ball away, I think, would be a better signifying. Mateo went 4 for 4 on extra points, missed his 1 field goal. Punting, we only had 1 for 30 yards from Ethan Pope. And no real returns to speak of because I don't really like returning the ball in this game because you start at like the fucking 19 every time. But still, 28-25. Score does not really indicate how good we were this game. I think the defense being out on the field a lot in that fourth quarter kind of really did not help. But we got it done. That's all that matters. We do level up, so we're going to get some more coaching points to be able to upgrade some stuff. But 1-0. That's good. And the reason why I like scheduling, well, the reason why, if you're a lower tier school and you want to get ranked wins, I know they don't mean as much, right? Whatever. Haha. But the reason why I do this in week 0 is because the standings do not reset. So even if Arizona loses, they're still going to be ranked number 23, which means we can still take on 2 lower end ranked schools off rip. And potentially get 2 ranked wins off rip as well. We did get locked out on Higgins and Goodwill, as well as another player. Max, I think it said we were in second on still, so it looks like whatever school is going after him heavy. John Hutton won 2 players of the weeks. Arizona did not play, so they were not going to drop either way. Yeah, Memphis is going hard after Higgins and Goodwill we're going to have to drop off of. Doesn't really look like Kansas or UCF are going heavy after those guys. So we might add some points if we can. Donald, we got locked out on. The D tackles, it's whatever. I'm not too worried about them. 25 on Honeycutt. I want Honeycutt. I need edge rushers. Simple as that. And with UCF going after him, I think we can hop in on him. But that will do it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. First win. First ranked win is 1-0 to start the season. The offense looks a lot better than I thought. We do have a problem catching the football. The left side of the offensive line is very, very bad. But I think we're pretty good, right? That right tackle, right guard, center situation, even though that there's some of the lower overalls on the team, especially that center right guard position. I think they're holding up pretty fine for right now. I would have to go back and, of course, look and see if they were holding up as well as I thought they were. But they definitely feel fine enough, especially as freshmen. Like I said, we got a lot of youth on this team. We're starting a lot of fucking freshmen just because it's going to help with development. It's going to help bring this team along a little quicker, as well as we just need the fucking help, to be fair. Like I said, a couple things that really are going to test our team is going to be those passing teams that can get the ball out quickly, like we saw against North Texas, because our D-line is so bad and our cornerbacks aren't super athletic. So that's going to test us a lot. I think the linebackers, as long as the D-line is kind of holding up their blocks as long as they can, I think those linebackers are going to fill holes pretty well. But overall, solid victory. Nothing to really complain about, to be fair. We definitely had some missed tackles that we need to clean up. But 1-0, baby. 1-0. That's all we can ask for, is go 1-0 each week. See how they stack up. And, well, we're looking good. That's all I can really say. With that being said, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video or any of the videos here on my channel, I would appreciate it if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos like this, but with that being said, I'm out. Peace.